Zaz, what happened last session?
All right, I'm 4 shots in. Let's do this.
Have the power.
All right. So, we were back in Ravenloft. We had gone back to our rooms. Well, more or less to our rooms. I think Shia went to go relax in the only way Shia knows how to do, which was find something she could find a place where she could hit things with a weapon. And yeah, honestly, Shia did pretty well against one of the vampiric soldiers of Ravenloft. Was able to let off the steam, recover from the. I think it's fair to say the ordeal that she had been through in the past night or two. She spoke with Sasha and basically was re-extended the invitation to later on go kill monsters, invaders. It was at this time that I believe Zoxys wanted to go back to Barovia to go speak with Ismark, basically tell them we're not dead. Cheshire didn't really see the point in doing that. She didn't really care. So they went their separate ways, but it was at that point that Cheshire was interrupted in her learning as she was studying the laws and customs of Barovia, a land that she has recently been told she might have to spend a lot of time in. Haden basically told her, "I want you to go find Gertruda. I want you to find her. You seem concerned with her safety quite a lot, so you find her, bring her back to the castle so we can make sure that she doesn't become a problem." Because she actually ran away and got away when we sent people to find her the first time. So, as Cheshire was just sent right to Barovia, Zoxys was approached by Maribel and basically said, "So, what's going on with you and Sasha?" She seemed really interested in you, and then she seemed really mad, and then she seemed really distant and cold. What happened? To which Zoxys replied, "Stuff happened. Words were exchanged. The events transpired." To which Maribel then sent him to
Bone grinder.
Bone grinder, yeah. Where he then proceeded to make a deal with the hag there to actually a spell for a spell, as Morgantha sent him to Barovia, which comedically led to Cheshire and Zoxy stepping out of a portal at the same time across the street from each other. It was at this point that they went to go to the Burgomaster's Manor. They spoke to Irina a bit. Basically, were told, I think Ismark's down at Bildrath's. They went to Bildrath's, where Ismark was in an argument. Basically, ended up by saying, "Fine, I fucking retire. I hope you enjoy the position, asshole." So at that point, that Zoxys agreed to go and help them go to Valaki, because that's sort of where he wants to go anyways, because that's closer to this Kazan guy he can actually learn a bit from. Meanwhile, Cheshire went to go learn to go see what's happening with Mary. To which it was revealed to her after some questioning that Gertruda's staying in an abandoned house. And Cheshire promised I still want to help her. I still this is not optimal. This is not what we originally wanted, but we kind of have to work with what we've got here. But on our way there, Cheshire was approached by Maribel, who pretty much just said, "Oh, that's her Haden guy. Is he the best person to trust a 16-year-old girl to? I don't really think so." And they kicked around some ideas, the Spy Master, the Cleric of Shar, Sasha. Eventually, Cheshire was like, fine. Take me to the Spy Master. This person you want me to bring her to, and I'll talk to this person, and then I'll make my choice in what to advise Gertruda to do. And meanwhile, I can only assume Sage is getting cock and balled, because that's what happens when you miss a session.
Look at Mac literally saying no to torture.
Torture
I don't
me
believe
if
it.
hunters hunted instead or something.
I don't believe this. Is Max saying no to the torture?
He is. He is saying I should just skip over Red. Just leave her alone. Believe this. Mac, I'll remember this. I'll remember
Save
this.
the cooking for Blake and
Yeah,
Coulter?
yeah. He did just say that. Wow.
Ah, grunt. A grunt. Oh my god. The pot's big enough for two.
Pot's big enough for
Can't
everyone.
believe this.
But now
It is.
I may just put Mac at the bottom.
I don't act like I'm gonna get out of this. The difference is I'm preparing my own pot.
Well, unfortunately, Red, Mac's not the GM, so
Aw.
as
Mac he acts like he has a heart of darkness, but he is truly weak and gay and
I am-
homosexual.
I am. No, listen, I project upon Otto's. Like, I can smell a fellow homo.
no, because he's only weak with certain people. I know this. He's not weak with Tick. He in fact
That's
actively demands for Tick's blood.
Maybe Tick is right. Maybe Tick should kill you.
Yeah, I think the Tick's justified at this point. The
I never said he wasn't.
Meta
I
grudge
never
is
said he wasn't.
just-
Can you cut? Can someone cut and copy that and like paste that and like add Tick in a server he's in?
I'd clip that. Yeah,
I'll do it. I'll be the deliverer.
Yeah, somebody quote that too.
clip and quote that. I never said Dick wasn't justified. I just
Tick
said-
is, once again, as we state many times, Tick is completely justified when he bitches that people are actively conspiring against him. They are. They are.
I mean, I wouldn't call it conspiring. I tell him to his face.
Um. But yeah, so as morning arrives, there will be a knock at your door. Sage.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I presume we have our clothes back as well, Grant. I just want to make sure to ask.
Yes, they would have washed
Okay.
them by now.
Neat. Well, should we go and open the door?
It's one of the servants that says the spy master requires your presence.
Ah, I see. Very well. Lead the way. Good sir.
Yeah. Call the man, and as he escorts you through the castle, brings you to a room, and as you walk in, he'll close the door behind you as this woman sort of sitting at a desk with multiple papers. She looks up at you, smiles, and gestures for you to take a seat. Hey, get the fuck out of chat.
He was waiting.
The fastest gun in the West.
Oh,
That's the school. No,
I swear to God, he's like looking at NPCs. So yeah, as you take a seat, the as you had a good night's rest.
as well as any place that has a bed, so good enough.
Like nods. Leave. The dinner was fine, and I hope after we left, Lord Stradden caused too many problems.
He's not the first lord I know not to piss off. Just another reminder.
She kind of puts down the paper she was looking at and like completely focuses on you. What is your impression of him?
I am not too sure. Seems very much in the guy on top. You know he's the one in charge, and I definitely don't want to ever be in his bad side. That's for sure.
I mean, yes, but I'm talking about more. What do you think of him personally, on an emotional level, if you will?
Emotional level? I try not to think too much about the emotional level of people who are well stronger than I am, and I don't plan to be in his sights too long to figure that out either. Sorry.
He chuckles a bit. Well, I have some bad news then.
What?
Well, you did steal from him quite a valuable object, and that kind of put you in the crosshairs, didn't it?
Yeah, but I'm sure he doesn't really need to be around such a lowly person as me, and I would hate to see a peasant in his presence, right? Correct?
Just kind of stares at you.
Aw.
Tell me, do you know what I do?
I assume you keep everything that the council needs to know, goes through you. Keep an eye on
Mm-hmm.
things, make sure things are in line, and keep all the secrets, yeah?
Yes. I need my spies to be in all places at all time and inform me of things.
Understandable.
I have no spy that can listen in on the Lord.
Oh. You want to know all his little secrets too? I didn't realize that was a thing Spy Masters also did, but that makes sense.
It is for the security of the realm. And yes, the fact your job be to be around him and report any developments, any activities he does, any weird things you might notice.
Well, won't he be kind of aware that I'm always there and keeping an eye on him? I'm not sure if he'll really appreciate a shadow.
If he wants you gone, I suppose he can always help you resolve your travel situation. That would give him let's call it extra motivation, right?
True. So I'm just supposed to sneak around him and run down any weird, suspicious stuff then?
No. You are meant to noticeably hang around him and mark down any suspicious activity. Sneaking around him may be a bit too high of a task for you. And
Yeah.
if any guards or any other agents notice that, they might take your intentions as malicious. You're his
Okay.
guest. If you're his friend, you're spending time with him. Nobody's gonna look at that. And if he wants you away, like I said,
Okay, so just go up to him and say, Strahd, want to hang out?
we'll leave the social details to you. I'm sure you can handle a conversation.
Okay, I never thought I would be playing babysitter to, okay, you know what? You know what? A job's a job. God, okay, very well then. Uh, should I, do you have a name or is it just Spy Master?
Call me Ludmila.
Okay, Spy Master Ludmila. I'll go hang out with Strahd. Is there like a shift? A couple hours? Like how long we're talking here?
She just kind of chuckles. You want an actual answer to that?
Yeah. Oh, better to get this over with now instead of giving me some false hope here.
False hope for what?
That is it. You just want me to do it for a couple of days?
What do you want, Sage? Because you are quite in deep at this point. What do you want?
Well, I'd like to go home, but it seems that that's going to be an impossible task here. And if that second task comes me with enough wealth to make sure I never starve to death. You know, the usual.
I wouldn't say impossible, but as long as we don't find Argyle, then fortunately it is quite impossible. But there would be one person with some of the best leads where to find that man. That would be Strahd himself. This is in your best interest as well.
I see what you're doing. I understand. I'll go play, hang out time with Strahd. We'll paint each other's nails. It'll be fine.
Sure, that will be a lovely activity.
I'm sure he'll look good in purple.
Were there any other questions?
No. I assume there are other people on your
Yes.
on your preview, but I don't think you would just tell me if I needed even to know anything about them, right?
Nods. Well, you already know Mirabelle.
Yes, I'm aware of Mirabelle. She adamantly says she can't leave, which she seems to be a bit bummed about, but I'm sure that's just the job, right?
Well, she is assigned to the village for now. Time, once that business is concluded, she may be able to depart.
And I'm supposed to not make sure no one knows I work for you, I assume as well?
Depends how much you value your safety. You never know who you might be telling with, and not everyone works for me. There are plenty of other agents. If one of the stewards' men catches you doing something you shouldn't, you can expect a swift death.
Ah, so factions within factions. I got it.
Quite so. Luckily for you, you're working for me. I take care of my people.
Well, that's good to know then. And how would you like me to report to you, if at all?
I'll leave that up to you. How often, how frequent. I only need to know if something out of the ordinary happens.
Okay.
For example, him in the castle to go investigate things on his own. That's a big no-no.
He's not allowed to leave the castle?
Nobody can stop him physically, but something like that happens, yes, you should report it.
Then can you explain me the lay of the land here? Because I'm a little confused at how this works. Usually back home, depending on the lord, it's always a bit different, but how much... What is Strahd supposed to be doing, actually? Is he just...
Nothing.
Nothing?
Rahadin handles most of the day-to-day business, and the Archmage deals with a lot of the remaining ones. There are plenty of advisors, like myself. Such. Strahd's responsibilities are quite superficial.
Okay.
A figurehead, if you will. Strong
Gotcha.
figurehead, but still a figurehead.
And... I'm not sure. Am I allowed to take him out for walks? Make sure he gets watered every day?
Of course. Remember, though, vampires cannot go out in the sunlight.
Gotcha. Okay then. I assume if I have any questions, I can always ask, and I think I got the main important stuff.
Off you go then.
She gives a bit of a lazy salute as she takes her leave.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you're gonna do anything.
Yeah, she was told to go hang out with Shad right now, Grunt.
Yeah, if you're gonna ask, one of the servants probably would take you over. As will be taken into his. You can. There's like the door opens and. Oh, this will be a very like large room, like a study area. As he's kind of like by the fireplace, sort of reading a book. As he kind of like turns around as he like sees you. Puts the book away. Ah, Sage, is there anything I can do to help you?
Nah, I was pretty bored, so I decided to go bother someone, and I flipped the coin and landed on you. So, congratulations.
I see.
So, what you reading? What you doing?
Just some, I guess, history book.
Ooh, is it actually an accurate history book, or is it wrong? One that's completely written wrong?
I guess it's accurate enough. Now you can give me a secure advantage with wits, and you have your bonuses from your keen senses.
Gotcha. Okay, just with one keen sense. Gotcha.
Mess with
Miss
a match.
that.
Ah, isn't it beautiful? Isn't it? So as you kind of sort of there's like a chair, so there's like kind of from like across where he's sitting, and he's like has put the book down on the small table. And as you notice that like he's clearly being a bit shifty about the book, and as you were like trying to maybe peek, see anything about like the name or like the author, there's a moment where you sort of uh get tripped by one of the table's legs and just kind of collapse over the table and Strahd very
Oh,
cartoonishly as you both just kind of collapse to the floor.
where am I right now, Gret?
You are in fact on top of him.
It's like, did not expect this.
He kind of just looks at you. Are you okay?
Is there anyone else here actually?
No.
Like, gods?
The guard
It's like,
has left. Doesn't want to see this embarrassment.
That's good. That's good. As she will scrounge to get off him a little bit here. Oh, actually, no. Actually, I'll take a minute, Gret, because
Now you could use this
she will.
opportunity while he's like
Yeah.
looking at you to see what the fuck was with the book.
I actually can I do two things if that's
Yes.
possible, Gret? I want to whisper something to him and take a look at the book if that's possible.
Yeah.
She will whisper. Thank you, Des. She will whisper into his like, "Are we being watched right now?" She kind of just basically let him know like she wants to know if they're completely alone or if their other eyes.
He kind of just looks at you and says, "They wouldn't. They're not gonna spy in my study area. Had this discussion already."
Hey,
As you
it's your.
glance,
Mm.
I was gonna say, as you also glance at the book, you realize that kind of how it fell on the floor. There was a slip of paper that sort of fell between the pages. That's not part of the book. That seems to be like a note of some sort, but it's angled in a way you can't read it. He will
Yeah.
sort of, as he like gets up and will like pick you up as well. So is this why you were sent here?
Well, I'm very good at what I do, apparently, which is taking from unsuspecting nobles. You know how it is.
He nods as like takes the letter and just throws it into the fireplace.
Oh. So, I've been told that there's not much you do around here.
Nope, I just sit around all day, minding my own business.
Wow, don't sound so excited about it then. And she kind of is like glancing at the books a bit distractedly, but she's listening in what he's saying.
There's a lot of shit here.
Hmm.
Some tomes that are clearly magical, some subjects like history, math. There's a lot of them. There's like
Gotcha.
there's a entire section that's just seemingly you translate this for myself. There's no word for it in English. God fucking them. Like the genre of books that's not, they're like fiction, I guess you could call them.
Historical
Fantasy?
fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're not like, they're just like fiction books. Different
Okay.
genres of fiction though.
Gotcha. So you stay here and you study and read all day? Outside of other things, of course?
Not much that requires my attention usually.
So you're just wasting away in here, I assume?
It's quiet.
Boring. It's boring is what you meant to say.
I suppose one could look at it that way.
One does, one does. Okay then. Outside of your books and your study, what else do you do for fun around here?
He just kind of stares at you for a moment.
Oh god. Okay. Yeah. Do you have any other hobbies outside of sneaking around?
I used to, but well, nowadays my every action is monitored, looked at, scrutinized.
Yeah, I know that part. I'm like, I don't know, do you play the lyre? The guitar? The drums? Do you cook? Do you know how to cook?
Very minimally.
Nah, so you're abysmal at it. I gotcha. Sorry, Zaz. You're right.
I was gonna say that's him. That's him saying that.
You know, there's I don't know. Okay, so no skills in cooking. Do you sew at the very least? Does this place actually make thread? I realize. How do you actually do imports of goods here outside of just letting someone come to another dimension and hoping they have some goods?
I can just use magic.
Yeah, but that's cheating though. What about the feeling of good honest work?
Never done that in my life.
Ah, by the gods. Okay, that explains a lot then. Okay, so just in case I won't be bored, you're gonna go with me on a little adventure. Called we're gonna
Okay.
learn how to bake a cake because I want some sweets. I want to make it handmade, and you people don't know how to make it here, I think.
You're surprised what they can cook up in the kitchen.
Yeah, but it's not the same when it's not made by your fingers, your own hands, made with your own love. Jeez.
As again, he just sort of glances towards one of the corners and sort of flinches. Yes. Let's bake a cake, I guess.
Yes. Come now, Strahd. Follow me, my young student.
Yeah, he'll trail you along as you head over to the castle kitchen. As the moment you entered, everyone just kind of stares at you too, just stops whatever they were doing.
Yeah, Sage is not gonna see them. She's determined to make this.
Yeah, I mean, after the initial like shock factor, you start making a cake as he's just
She's
sort
making
of,
mooncake, what? She's making mooncake.
is that?
Jeez. It's like a bakery dish eaten during like a. I've only had it once. It's delicious. You can put whatever you want inside of it, mostly sweets and stuff.
Uh-huh. Good. Yeah, I mean, listen. He's gonna help you. Like he is that sort of individual. Like he'll basically, if he'll follow instructions, and he's very good at following instruction. But other than that, he won't really take initiative. And again, every now and then, you can visibly see him glance, flinch, almost mutter underneath his breath.
Is there any time at any point in time where Sage can notice what he sees? I know last time
No.
she missed it as well.
You
No.
you glance around in the directions he's like looking at, and you see nothing.
Mm,
It's very weird, a bit unsettling.
I gotcha. Eventually, if we get those done, we'll go back to the study because she would probably ask about it whenever we're alone again.
You are make it back to the room. You have the cake. Rod says this is quite good.
See? It probably tastes better because you did it yourself. For sure.
I'll trust your word for it.
So, you want to talk about why you keep looking in the corner and freaking out a bit?
Well, let's just say that I see things. Things
So
that
you're
are
insane?
not. No. Cursed, more likely.
Ah. What do you see then?
It's different. Mostly people I've wronged.
Did they say anything?
It's never something nice.
So mostly just getting mad at you and your guilt follows you forever? Very sweet type of situation?
You have a natural talent of oversimplifying things, yes.
Yeah. It's easier just to make it simple. Usually that's the easiest way to find a solution.
It's there's no solution for this one. This has been happening for centuries, and I thought initially it wouldn't bother me, but chips away at you.
So does this say mean things in the corner and can you talk to them or engage with them, or they only just see you and you see them?
They don't say mean things, they speak the truth.
Like what?
about how horrible what kind of monster I am,
Mm-hmm.
all the all the deeds, the horrible acts I've committed.
And they just know that in death, I assume, or they knew that in life.
They knew it in life as well, at least at the end.
Hmm.
I'll be honest. It's, that's why I don't argue with them. They are correct.
But you can't talk to them.
I don't know if they're really there, if they're just. This is the place that's playing one big prank on me. But you've seen the dead walking. You know that this place does have the ability to trap people's souls.
Hmm.
The idea that so many people that I've killed are still stuck here, suffering endlessly, doesn't sit right with me.
So it's like every soul? Like if a guy, I don't know, keels over and dies from a heart attack. That's it? He's stuck here forever and then he also hates Strahd now?
I don't think so. The people I see always there at the corner of my vision are people I killed myself.
Hmm.
Not the kind of faces you forget.
I wonder what it has to do with your whole, she kind of like gestures to there at him, thing going on.
You mean by
Well, you said yourself that your death will end this place, right? Or you presume it will. So,
I hope
if
it
this
will.
is a hope it will. But if this is a curse, and I really hated your guts, when I want to make you miserable in this prison of mine, or prison of yours, you know?
Yeah. Do you hate me?
No. I don't really know you. I don't really get you either, but that's because we live two different lives. Vastly different lives.
Sounds like your life is fun.
No, it's not. It's basically survival. I could easily become a very sad and boring person. No offense. Didn't mean it that way, actually. Sorry.
Well, alright. You're not wrong.
Back home, there were hundreds of people like me. People I knew, people I grew up with. Some dealt with it much better than others. Some didn't deal with it at all. Either you let the life claw you down and take everything that you have, body, mind, and soul, or you keep crawling through the muck. And I decided to keep crawling through the muck.
Sounds like you are strong, smart, resilient.
Oh, that's so nice of you to say. Thank you. I'll take all those compliments and more. Thank you.
I'm sorry for you, though. Had to live through that.
Don't be. There'll be hundreds of people like me after and hundreds of people before and all that other stuff like that.
Is that how it is where you've come from?
Yeah. An orphan kid, most of the time, if you're lucky, you get picked up by a gang or a group, or you starve. So it always is back home. If you're strong enough, you can get someone who's willing to back you, or, sell your soul to a demon or something like that if you're really dumb, but don't do that. Don't do that.
Who would be so stupid?
A lot of people. A lot of people are. Sometimes demons come looking, offering you wishes and power and whatever sweet things they can, and some kids find it easier. You get magic, you get wealth, you get whatever you want. All you have to do is sign it over. Who cares what happens afterward? No one else does.
Then you would care about kids. Make
Yeah.
their life easier. Come, let me show you something.
She follows him basically.
As he's gonna sort of go up to one of the walls, and as he like presses his hand on it, like a secret door that opens.
Ooh.
As yeah, he's gonna lead you outside the castle. Now let's switch, as I believe some people were heading over to chat with Gertrude. And by certain people, I mean Cheshire. I think Xerxes has fucked off at this point.
Yeah, Zux has fucked off. Yeah, he's going. He's
Yeah.
stuff.
I believe Tashana was actually going to be taken to speak with Maribel's boss,
That's
because
true.
Tashana basically
That's
said,
true.
like, Tashana basically did say, listen, I'm not going to tell Gertrude to sign up with your boss before I, like, talk to her.
That is true. So yeah, no, she would be bringing you back at the castle. As
Comically sees Sage walk out.
missing her by like one of those scenes where like one is walking down the hallway and then the other one just passes by.
The universe itself.
As
Star herself.
Maribel will walk you into Ludmila's office. She sort of looks up at you. And expect to have more visitors today. How can I help you? As Maribel will just kind of shrug and say, well, Cheshire here wanted to speak with you, get to know you. So, I guess I'll leave you two to talk it out. And she's sort of gonna leave the room.
Yeah, Cheshire will, with the subtlety of a brick, we'll just say, I was told by Maribel that you wanted me to tell Gertrude to go with you instead. I'm Cheshire, by the way.
Ludmila, we've met at the dinner last night, but listen, you care about the girl, obviously. But you can see how
I do.
her very existence is not the most easiest. She has to learn how to deal with some very powerful abilities, a lot of responsibility. And I think I can help her out. Help her get acquainted with this new life. There is no, fortunately, gallivanting in the woods and feeding off villagers. Get her killed. That's not an option.
I understand that. What I'm interested in is what makes you a better option than the steward.
Empathy for once. And unlike him, I don't have an ongoing grudge with the Archmage.
Shire will nod at that. I picked up on tension between the two. It was fairly obvious. Tell me, what would you have after Gertrude has learned from you? What would you have her do?
Well, settle in at court. After that, depends what she's good at. Good at fighting, always rule the army, good at administrative tasks. There's always a need for competent bureaucrats. At people. Spies are vital. Land. She's good at magic. Well, it's also sometimes a need for that as well.
I take it then from Maribel's actions, you are a spider then? Operate the web?
She nods.
Grant, talking to this one, can I try to get a read on her?
Oh, definitely. Give me a wits roll. So you have advantage with wits. Really funny. She said.
Secure an advantage with wits. I believe weak hit.
Yeah, she's clearly sort of giving you half truths, but like which part is the truth, which part is the lie? It's all kind of muddied. It's very hard to sort of distinguish them. Get to use your moment.
Go. As Cheshire will say. As Cheshire will say. And Maribel has told me the reason she wanted to tell me. Why is it that I should not just trust the steward with this?
Depends. Does he strike you as the sort of man capable of handling such a situation? A young girl suddenly picked up from farm life and then thrust into the middle of a political tense climate. Is he not just desperate to grab her for his own machinations?
And do you wish to help her out of the kindness of your heart?
Oh no, not. I will not. Don't take you for a fool. But unlike Rohaden, I do take care of the people that work. I know what it is to be in her shoes. That's why I said empathy. I doubt Rohadin can even begin to imagine how she feels. And although it was a long time for me, I can still remember my first day.
Shire will nod at that. And she'll say, "Oh, I do thank you for the talk. I will give Gertrude my recommendations, but I will say at the end of the day, ultimately, the choice does belong to her, though. She, admittedly, does not have the widest selections of options that I can advise her on.
I think your counsel will be valuable nonetheless. As long as she is off the streets and not creating more vampire spawn. Fine.
Suppose there is one last question. And this one is, let's call it of a more personal nature. The steward tasked me with this. And you said that there are political games being played. I do not pretend to be good at those. I'm a simple woman. Will this lead to backlash against myself if she is convinced to go into your care?
I think he will view it as a betrayal. So yes. Will it be open? No. But he is clearly, even at the dinner, he's clearly trying to bring you over to his side.
As a sigh from Cheshire, I figured it does not impact my decision. I merely wanted to receive confirmation.
Fortunately, you and your friends are quite in the eyesight of many people. There is no real, well, digging a hole and waiting for the storm to blow over.
You mistake me for the other two. I am not the one to dig a hole for the wind to pass over. I am the log, the rock that breaks the waves.
Good. You'll need that attitude here.
Honestly, with that, I think Cheshire will bid her farewell.
As you as you walk out of the room, Mirabelle's kind of leaning against one of the hallway walls as she sees you exit. So, how did it go?
My conversation went well. Believe I will advise Gertrude to sign up with your employer. I do think it's the best out of what seems like bad options.
Ah, get used to those, and eventually you make them work.
Honestly, Cheshire will nod at that. And stranger in a strange land. But that will not always be the case, yes?
She smiles and nods. As yeah, she's gonna take you through the mists back the village. As well, you still have to actual house. As you know where
Yeah.
it is, and as you approach, the door isn't locked. Able to walk in. Stare at the
Yeah.
empty hallway.
Yeah, Josiah, after a moment, will say, Mary told me you were here.
You can kind of hear like movement coming from one of the dark room, as she sort of peeks out from the doorway. A bit worried when I heard someone walking in.
Sorry about that. How have you been?
They and I was gonna say Mirabelle is like waiting outside. She's not coming in. Book her.
Nah.
She says, they tried to capture me at the cave, and I managed to run away. What happened?
You can thank the Devil Man for that. He spoke to people he shouldn't have, and now we are left with making the best out of bad situations.
You can see how visibly upset she gets at that.
I will gently put Mac under the bus, lovingly tuck him in.
Yeah, she's not a threat right now, but eventually she'll become a threat.
As Josiah will, after that, say, Mac, when you say it like that, it sounds mean. Or please rephrase that. I only do this to you and Dick.
And Red. And tomorrow.
They deserve it, though. They're guilty. But yeah, Josiah will say, I will not lie to you, Gertrude. I have been asked by a few people to bring you to the castle. Not for execution, but so that you may be brought under tutelage. And Sharp pauses to see her reaction to that.
Yeah, she says, what about Mom?
I will personally ask that whoever you learn under, arrange for her to be taken care of and for you to be able to see her.
Yeah, she looks calmed down by that. Like nods and says, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, I will not make the choice for you, but I can give you my advice, can tell you the options you have. And I will be honest, I only really know of two of them. There are more, but I have not spoken enough with the others to truly understand how they would teach you. First is the steward, Merhaden. He strikes me as a man that will keep his debts, but he is a man with more enemies than the other option. Teaching under him will put you, and I can only imagine put your mother, in those crosshairs. The other is I believe she is the spy master. Milda. When I talked to her, she indicated that her transformation was not dissimilar to yours. She cannot fully understand your position, but she understands it better than Rahadin would. And from the sounds of it, she would rather you find your chosen field of expertise rather than be fitted into one.
Nods.
The other two options are the Archmage and the Knight Commander, but I'll be honest, outside of the Knight Commander, who, well, I personally like her, but Cheshire will just shrug at it's kind of like mentally gesturing at the everything about her. I don't really know too much about either of them, I'll be honest. Well, even less than I know about the first two.
Like nods again, taking everything in. Guess we just wait for nightfall and take me in.
Yeah, the Shire will nod. Come nightfall, I imagine transportation will be arranged. As Cheshire will kind of look at her, I am sorry for how this turned out, Gertrude.
Quite fine. It's not your fault, and if anything, you've helped me out a lot. You've been helping me out ever since we met, so I will not forget this. Thank you. She's gonna sort of tentatively try and give you a hug.
Well, the Shire will hug her back.
Damn. I'll be taking a 15-minute break because the dogs are jumping on me, and I'll be right back.
Shar, I need to hook up with you, man. Holy fuck.
I am lovingly, tenderly, like, again, we see the difference, the professional and the personal relationship between me and Mac. Professionally, I am going to throw him under the bus. Personally, him are like, look, you're red
listen, it's part of the job. Whatever, I know. Listen, I know, it's fine.
Guys, what do you mean? We're just hanging out. I'm gonna try to I don't even know what she's trying to do right now.
I think the fellowship is split up. Cheshire and Zox don't like each other, and they're really fucking off in different directions.
It's not that Cheshire doesn't like you. It's just that she doesn't see the need to lie to make you look better.
That's true. Because that's basically what happened, right? If I remember correctly.
Because Cheshire really doesn't like. You might pick this up. Cheshire really doesn't like lying. She only lied. The only lie she ever told was to protect Gertrude, and that's because Cheshire kind of really connects with Gertrude. Like Gertrude, Cheshire was 16 when her mother died, and she fucked off and left her home to never return.
That's really sweet, actually. It's gonna be fine, guys.
Sweet, yeah.
I like the Cheshire and Gertrude relationship.
Listen, I also think it's sweet. I also pray for their success. Listen, some games that's not the one. Shar, where's the recruitment form?
You already started to join Shar? I was gone for a day. Jeez.
Listen, the Vistani, don't like me. The vampires, no, don't too much. Kazan, I don't have too much to offer.
Shar, though. Shar,
I have no choice but to join the interdimensional death cult.
This is literally her realm. There's no other options here, man.
Radicalized.
feel like there are
Listen-
many options.
Like a
No.
16-year-old zoomer denied a girl's loving touch. No choice but to become a Nazi.
No. Listen, I'm like the current Syrian. I'm like the current Syrian President Al Jolani. I need to gain political experience, and there's no other avenue of political action than them. I have to join Al Nusra.
There's no other option.
No.
I must sign up with the
Now,
Islamic.
now, in 20 years, I will become a bureaucrat with a suit and tie. But for now, it has to be them. There is no other viable pathway.
I'm sorry, Rahadin. I did want to sign up with you, but sadly, they are kind of they did present the better argument.
They presented the argument, unlike Rahadin, who didn't even know the argument was happening.
I am truthfully hoping that the part of the part that Cheshire is choosing to believe is the truth is actually the truth. The fact that I got a weak hit on that though is very funny. I didn't expect that. I thought I was going to spend momentum.
We'll see how this. We'll see how this will go.
Look, I gotta figure a way to how to properly not tell the full truth to a spymancer, and I don't know what Xerxes is doing. Apparently, going to kiss the boot of a dark goddess.
No. Okay. This is me out of character saying right now.
Cheshire's feeling pretty great.
Right now,
I didn't worry about
Xerxes,
Shire.
Yeah, right now Xerxes is viewing his options to escape. Push away further and further. And right now, I'm thinking let's go to the city. Like,
Ah, I'm gonna go to the city. I see.
yeah,
I
right.
see.
Goes up to Kazan. Kazan, how do we get out of here? I got bad news for you, buddy.
Listen, Xerxes.
Unless you have 20 billion gold to pay the Vistani with.
unlike Sage, Xerxes, the copium is running. He does not enjoy.
We should. Grunt should add a fucking thing. A vow to do Strahd onto Sage. I think he should add that.
The Xerxes' current plan is to see someone who he can settle down with.
Xerxes, you had a chance to settle down with someone. What you looking for? What you looking for? What's that gonna look like for you?
Okay, not I mean romance.
He's looking for a scholarly man.
That's true. But listen, he just wants to open like a fucking magic shop to be kept alone at this point, honestly, because
Nah, no, you're a devil man. You're like a rare species. You're a rare Pokemon in the world of just normal types.
Yeah, that's why he's kind of. That's why again the Shawrites, baby.
You don't think they'll eat you too?
What if
No.
the head hag? What if the head hag in Berez doesn't like the hag you made a deal with?
That's true.
What do you
Listen,
do then?
Right now, Xerxes kind of looking at Morgantha though. He's kind of looking at her like, she's the worst option here. Like, I need to kill a few children, whatever. Honestly,
As far as hags go, you could do worse.
yeah. Honestly, that's like this is the Shadowfell. Like, I gotta do some fucking questionable stuff here, whatever. But isn't that now his plans? Like his ideal plans to fucking make Mordenkainen insane again and ask Mordenkainen, what do I do?
Mordecai, get us the fuck out of here.
That's like current Xerxes' actual, our only plan of action. It's not even like to kill Strahd. He just want to speak to Mordenkainen, like to fanboy over him.
Mordecai, how did you lose? You are literally the guy.
Yeah, that's Xerxes' current plan of action. The promise is Xerxes not a politician or a spy master. He sucks at this game. He will just keep getting played by everybody.
I don't know what to say, man. Shire is surprisingly not the worst.
It's fine. The Shawrites, Beres is always right there.
Perez is always right there. Just like walk it, like walk in there and then like die.
That's true. Listen,
Family
definitely
Guy death boats in the middle of the town square.
Listen, I can join the army of the March of the Dead.
You can go to Perez and meet like the saddest guy, Casimir.
I don't. Is he? Actually, good question. I don't know where Casimir will be in this world. Actually, he might be in Wallachia. Actually, depending because they do have like a settlement there. But it depends on the character of Casimir. Also, I'm not sure whether he's a Sharite or a non-Sharite.
I don't think he's a Sharite. I think he's too sad to be a Sharite.
Yeah,
Sharites don't strike me as sad people.
No,
Well, I mean,
yeah,
they are sad, but not for like the fact that they're actually like feeling sad.
yeah, the whole bit's to be empty of emotions and fucking suffering. That's
They're
whole
more
bit.
sad because they're like kind of like pathetic people.
Yeah. But it's fine. For now, Zox is traveling by Rena and Ismark.
That's wild to me. His mom's like, you know what? Fine. Fuck you. I quit. He just left.
Yeah, he
I
did.
didn't expect
Yeah,
that.
honestly, I think he's hoping that like, fine, enjoy it, Bill Draft, and fucking enjoy it. Because like, if things don't like immediately improve come the next feeding, it's like you're gonna get. I think they're gonna kill you, Bill Draft. It's quite possible that Ismark can just tactically dodge the lynch mob.
Let's assume Boulder, if there's not enough connections to the castle, can like help him out here. Set the fucking
I don't-
riot police.
I don't think he does, because like, what could he get them that the Vistani couldn't get them?
Maybe just a fucking spy master for fucking Ludmila.
Yeah,
They
but
won't-
she already has Maribel in here.
More the merrier. Listen.
I think he's just a dude. I think he's just a dude who's playing small town politics.
He's just a guy.
Okay, if he's just a guy, then the lynch trump will not spare him. But I don't think that will happen.
He's trying his best. I said that he's just a dude.
It is quite possible that some of these people are just guys. They're just dudes. Not everyone does have to be super connected to the conspiracy.
That's fine. We'll see. I think that right now the probable path for Zox is to settle down with Morgantha. That's the current thing I'm looking at most likely.
She's a lovely woman.
The Sharons are the fallback option.
It's always there in the background in case things go wrong.
Listen. I can't be sad if I don't feel if I have any attachments. Boom, baby.
That's the
Awesome.
Yeah, that's gonna be the thing. It's gonna be like that's the biggest reason why Cheshire won't join the Sharons. It's like I already have no attachments, but I'm happy. It's like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Like, why would I be sad? Have you losers just tried being happy, genuinely happy?
They join life? Goddamn.
The funniest thing is that Cheshire is on like the fucking textbook fucking Sharite. I have no close connections. I basically just travel around. I don't actually form meaningful attachments in any community I go into, but I am just unironically happy though. Miss me with this fucking nihilism shit. I wonder what will happen to Zoxys on the road.
Oh, so probably something not good.
Because I don't think Grunt will just give you an. Unfortunately, I don't think Grunt will skip out on the
No.
random encounters on the road to Velocity.
No, he will not. No, they're not random. They're just they'll be very. He's just he go to his shoe cabinet.
Pick up the whole thing, smash it down on you.
So we'll see. Strahd, honestly, why don't you just hire more vampire hunters? There's something like more and more of them. Just fucking flood this country with them.
I think that'd be noticeable. I think people would notice that.
Yeah, but Aragon has already been kind of spotted.
Now the problem was the fatal flaw in the plan is that the Sword Coast sucks.
I didn't
Yes,
know.
it is.
I didn't
Yeah.
know.
Honestly, even Zog's like, listen, this is not the worst plane to be stuck in. It's
There,
like, this is,
there's
it's
two
not up to my
fatal flaws with the plan. One, I may not want to go back to the Sword Coast, and secondly, if I end up hating you, I might just not want to kill you anyways.
Yes, also a good point actually. But yeah, no, that's like, listen, out of all the planes to be stuck in, like I prefer Favor, but like
Yeah.
this is not the worst. This is not the worst. I can like live here. So,
Cheshire kind of wishes this place was worse. She kind of wishes there was more like big dumb monsters around.
yeah, the fatal plan, the fatal straw. Listen, this is why you should hire radical paladins. They just want to kill all monsters.
Yeah, but those would die quite quickly around here. They would fail to integrate.
You need to hire people who have stable family lives.
But well, the problem is, I think Cheshire is integrating too well into the society, and so is Arxes, I think, eventually, as he chooses Dark Master between Char, fucking Kazan, and Morgantha.
Listen, this is not the first time Strahd has been outmaneuvered by his political rivals. But yeah, as this was going on, Xerxes, you're just leaving. You're just on the road, right?
With Ismark and Irina, yeah, to Valaki. Speak with Kazan, maybe speak with more. Somehow, maybe Wake Mordenkainen and get an autograph from him. By the way, Gruntus, I have a little lore question. Is Mordenkainen would he be known about because I'm a studied individual?
Probably for you.
Yeah, in that case, yeah, definitely. Awake Mordenkainen, not to kill Strahd, but to get an autograph from him.
I think like Mordenkainen is like pretty fucking famous.
He is, yeah.
God, he is like literally. It's when spells are named after him in universes he doesn't live in.
Yeah, right now on the road with his Muggin Arena.
Yeah. As you're traveling, gonna take you several days to get to Valaki. I'm not sure if you have any conversations you would like to do have in that time.
Oh, most just small topics. What you thinking about doing in Valaki? Stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah.
In career, in career phase, yeah.
As eventually, it does appear that like both of them, Ismark less so, but she definitely has like skills that would be useful to people around. She's apparently a very good craftsman with threads and needles, and would probably find work there as some sort of hired labor. And Ismark equally has good knowledge that would make him has a lot of knowledge of the land, which would make him valuable in other ways. But yeah, mostly it's a pleasant road, I guess.
I'm waiting for the shoe to drop. I can see God going for the cabinet.
Sun. Inch. My scenes.
He said.
Yeah, as you travel for a few days, and as you arrive at this large bridge, sort of crossing the river, and as you move over, there's a point where, as you're crossing, there's a few individuals sort of block your exit on the other end, and as you glance back, you realize there's some other people who have now appeared behind you as well, sort of boxing you in on the bridge.
Is not bandits commonplace here?
Not bandits, but a dangerous thing to walk the roads. Let me. These don't look like people, Xerxes.
The invaders or something, probably, or a different creature, or whatever.
I'm just trying to find a good pick. Like they look humanoid, but like their skin is very, just like pale. Their
I
eyes,
can see.
their eyes are completely like dark. They have-
Grunt has rolled the random encounter for 20 ghouls.
Yeah, and they have like weapons, sort of. Like if I can find a profile picture as one of them will step forward. Okay, it's a bad thing to walk the roads so undefended.
It was just I want to enjoy the beautiful scenery of this land.
As like both Esmark and Irene actually sort of like also brought their own blades.
Yeah, they're ready to fucking spell you.
Says, he looks at you and says, "You're not a native."
What gave it away?
I don't know of any tieflings that get employed by Strahd and his people.
Yes, new arrival, you could say.
So, brings you here. Well, don't just voluntarily show up.
Merely heading our way to the city of Valaki.
I mean, in Barovia.
Ah. I wasn't exactly invited here. Got dragged into here. There's a door out. I would have taken that door, but alas, it does not exist.
That's not what they told you. They lied.
Oh, well, I mean, I heard there was a way out for the Vistani, but the Vistani are a mischievous and expensive prospect.
Not just the Vistani that know how to navigate the mess. How do you think we got here?
Are you those famous invaders I heard about from someplace else?
Sort of. So I'll make a deal with you, Tiefling. You walk away from this, and, well, I'll show you the way out.
This being, as I point to Arena and Ismark.
We'll worry about them.
I do not trust these Shadowfell fucking creatures.
They're saying that to me?
No, I'm saying that to you. I say it to myself, Grunt.
Okay.
I mean, can I roll wits as a?
Yeah.
Actually, no.
Yeah, you can roll. You can roll wits. Secure an advantage with wits. See if he's bullshitting you.
Yeah, but the problem is also like, fucking yeah. I always say like, it's just roll it. Now, Grunt. Can I add a +1 from Sage as I'm thinking like, who could these guys be in the Shadowfell potentially, possibly?
You're not rolling though to figure out who these guys are. You're rolling to see if he's lying to you.
Okay. Oh, okay, true. Fine. Miss with a match.
Holy shit.
It's the system, not the Witcher.
I don't know, guys. I'm doing great.
It's a 10 fucking 10 even. Truly Snake Eyes.
I mean, they're clearly shifty, but I mean, they are navigating the fucking land, so.
Yeah, I mean, Zox fought like basically. I mean, I'll first wait for you to finish and decide what will be the consequence of this. But Zox's fought like he doesn't like doubt that they probably can travel the land because there were invaders mentioned. Just he questions like, will these guys bring you somewhere better in the Shadowfell?
No, but
That's his main
he's
function.
offering you a way out though, like not like from to a different place of like out of the Shadowfell. And he's not bullshitting you with that.
Zoxys is sadly not evil enough to fuck with these two guys. How many people in total are there?
There's like 6 as you can spot them.
What is my I am a Greek man, yes. I am a homosexual. I did suck cock. I am a cocksucker, one might say. Uh ah. Hmm. Alas, it's a very tempting offer, kind sir, but I do have a bit of honor still left in me. This place has not corrupted me that much, and I don't want to. It's really the only two kind people I met. Say.
Have fun escaping this place.
Joe, will do.
What did you say?
Yeah, will do. Basically.
Yeah, I guess they're gonna like charge you at this point if
Yeah.
so uncooperative with this.
Yeah. Do I roll just to enter the fray with heart? I
Yes.
assume.
So no, actually no. Just roll me a battle. I'm not gonna make this a prolonged encounter. Little stakes.
Yeah, I'll roll with heart. Oh, okay.
I can't miss 2 times in a row. Technically, if you think about it.
I think you can miss with a match 2 times in a row.
You know what? I'm a coward.
Hands on the orb. Hands on the orb.
You know what? I'm so bitch scared of this. I will add -2 spirit to add +2 to the roll.
Okay.
I am in fact paranoid.
That like one
You
of your
should be.
assets that you have.
Yeah, it's when you make move by casting spell, you can empower it with your spirit, add +1, +2, +3 your roll before
Yeah.
rolling, and then lose that much spirit.
Okay. Yeah.
I am in fact listen, Grunt. This is not Zoxy's game. I am in fact taking precautions here.
Another double 10.
Another double 10.
My hand is over the orb.
This is why you see. This is okay. Never mind. The +2 did kind of nothing actually. I could have stashed this over in the week even without the +2.
Yeah. So as several of them, they sort of jump in front and behind as you'll tell me how you deal with them. What sort of spell do you cast at that point?
Sorceress classic. Actually, first a bit of a firewall to basically first a wall of fire to like prevent them from rushing from one side, and the fireball to the other side, basically.
Yeah,
And then
as
hopefully that Ismark and Irina deal with the remaining ones.
well, they will have to cover you as you cast the spells. And one of them was just about to get in close, but you managed to just avoid their blades. As your fireball, as it impacts with this loud booming noise, the explosion going off, you see the attackers sort of run away. They are not interested in dealing with a fucking spellcaster at this hour. And as the fight sort of calms down, there is something in the air. It's like you feel like you're being watched, Xerxes.
It's just a Shadowfell after all. Who fucking knows what lives here?
Well, whatever lives, it did notice you now. As sort of the as Irina sheaths her blade, it's like, hey, everyone all right then?
Fine, no one got to me.
Good. Like, we'll check in on her brother. As eventually you'll pick back up, continue moving, and unless I want to have any conversations with them on the road.
Yeah, I want to ask him like, these the famous invaders I heard about on the roads.
Ismark curses a bit, says, just some of them. Not the worst though.
I see there's a colorful bands of merry interdimensional raiders.
There's things out there that are way scarier than these folk.
The planescape is rather big. Many horrors beyond.
As Yahyel nod, we call these ones Shadowborn.
Mm.
They are the most frequent, but it's dangerous, I think.
I take it they're natives to the mist themselves or something along those lines.
He like drugs. I don't know the exact details, but I would assume so.
Very well then, let's keep on the move, keep watches at night, and hope they don't come back. As Sox think to himself, like, who the fuck is watching me right now?
Well, you know what, Mac? I was gonna be nice, but then I remembered how you were like, no, you shouldn't cook red.
You should kill him, me lord. Put him in the pot.
So,
Grant, I know Zoxy's been cooked. This is not Zoxy's game.
well, you did this to yourself, Mac, when you were trying to like show favoritism, blatant favoritism.
I know. I know. I'm a Communist Party official. I select my favorite races and prefer them over others.
So yeah. See if I can find a different picture that's less fucking on the nose.
Also, the Shadowfell never got a picture of my blind.
Hmm?
I'm sorry. Oh, no, I don't think the Shadowborn had a picture.
No, generic. But
Oh,
I guess
generic
I can
views.
post you the one from like the D&D wiki. There you go.
Okay.
Now, I want to post something that won't just trigger hate immediately, although I think that's a lose battle.
He is watching NPC chat. He will like wake up.
Possibly, you
telepathically.
could post something that will give hate a heart attack that will kill him.
You could like overload him.
Will cause all the blood in his body to go to his cock, and then he will actually die.
Listen, do you think he has something for an ASMR?
Definitely.
I don't think that's well.
Yes.
Do I have something for tall ladies with golden halos around? Yeah, everyone does. Grunt, what the fuck? Do you think he's a homosexual?
That's me. I like men, not hate.
Let's see if I can find something.
Hate's type is a woman that is breathing.
And legal, of course. He's not wolves.
He's not wolves. I thought in an era before that could have gone unstated, but now in the brave new world we inhabit, that does need to be stated.
We need to specify legal age. They gotta make sure here.
It's this one, unless. This one looks fine. Yeah, no, listen, I was looking at ASMR pictures. I'm like, is our ASMR the fucking Twi'leks of D&D?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Oh my god, hate open the camera. Hate's on. He knows. He knows.
Yes, sixth sense.
What?
He's getting ready. He went online.
Hate literally came online as you were saying that.
Damn.
Let's look at NPC chat. Let's look carefully. Post the image, Grunt. Let's see.
Yeah.
If he does it again.
Come on then, huge cock. Post the image.
Let me find the name. As do you think he sees me typing and just immediately sort of switches Discord on?
No, he was online before you even were typing.
God.
Yeah, let's see.
So, yeah,
Let's
as you travel for like a couple more nights, eventually passing the large gates that Mark would sort of tell you that you are basically 2/3 of the way there. And eventually you'll see the windmill and the farmlands. Like, these are not desolate lands, but they're not, they're like signs of people living here are not that common. But once you pass the gates and sort of get closer to the windmill and the farms, there's a bit more signs of civilization. As you will have to again venture through the road through the woods as you are getting close to Valaki now. You'll have to camp. As you camp one of these nights, here's the sort of rustling of leaves.
Better turn around to it. Hey, all of us are waiting with bated breath in NPC's chat.
I am. I truly am.
You're keeping Hater. Actually, I think it's like only like 10 p.m. or something where he lives. I think I can do the math calculations.
Like 8 actually, because he's an hour behind me.
So as you are basically a days away from Valaki, as you're camping, Irina and Ismark are sleeping. You are awoken by the sound. As you glance in the direction of the noise, you see this sort of woman approach you as she's clearly not a human. As
He did it! He did it! He was waiting!
he was waiting. He was waiting.
Psychically, it's funny if he goes to sleep now. It's funny if he goes offline now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
As you can
Okay.
see like the angel wings sort of behind her. She's walking towards you. A curious look.
Greetings there.
But a curious sort.
I hear that often many times. Not many tieflings, I take it here.
Some come and go, but not all of them are stuck here. Tell me, why did you choose to save them over your own skin? Could have left.
Wow, there was a bit of paranoia in me questioning whether the option to leave was either not a real option, perhaps would have entailed some kind of price or led me somewhere else. But no, that was not the primary reason. These people are genuinely kind, and they help me, and I do have some rights of honor still left in me.
Not want to go back home? Are you content with living here?
Not exactly, but out of all the planes, this isn't the worst to be stuck in. For Shadowfell, I expected much worse. Content I am not, but
This place is being kept under control by the vampires.
oh no, I didn't say this is a good place. That's far from the worst. Who are you, if I may ask? Zoxys, by the way.
Call me
Oh, he's
Miva.
polite to introduce.
And, well, let's just say, you're stunted there. Drew my attention.
I'm not sure what to think of it.
Brave hero wandering the land, saving good people.
I don't think I'll stay here for too much long.
You think you're leaving? That's funny.
Oh no, I didn't say that.
No, I think I like my heroes. I think you'll stay here.
I don't think good people tend to thrive on this land, or not for long.
I suppose then you either die or you become bad. One will happen first, I wonder.
That's up to fate to decide.
Fate. Interesting concept you have. We'll see about that. But if you think you could have left before by working with the Vistani or the Shadowborn or whatever mage, even Strahd himself may offer you a deal. No, my little tiefling, that I will make sure you don't leave. Real, you clearly are a boon to these people. Why should you abandon innocence? Their time of need, right?
That's actually kind of just kind of not side that much, but it was just kind of like, yeah, I knew it would eventually happen. I don't think I can get the fuck out. Wizard Man is just kind of like fucking telling like, guys, nah, this is what is. I'm just boned. Okay, thank you for
Not that important, okay? Jesus. Now, if you keep doing stuff and you keep helping people, Char might just be like, huh, interesting little fellow there. Might decide to fuck with him.
Listen, Red, and this is not Xerxes' game. Xerxes know he's cooked.
It is a Sharn Asimar who just finds you amusing.
Oh no, I didn't say it was actually Shar. It'd be kind of silly if it was actually Shar, but I assumed some kind of Sharon deity. Well, no, not deity, but I mean some believer.
Yeah, as she just smiles at you. Sleep tight, and we'll see how long you keep your morality up.
Not too long, probably.
Aw,
I give it 2 months.
at least
Optimistic.
you at least have to make it a bit more fun for me. I guess even 2 months is better than nothing.
As I said, I wouldn't consider myself a hero. Honestly, my goal was just set up a shop in town, but I think with your attention, I think that's.
Oh, that's off the table.
Mm.
You think you're gonna have a peaceful life here? Well, I'll make sure that will be quite difficult.
Unfortunately, I do like my own skin, and eventually, that I'm not a noble knight. I don't think your job will be too hard.
Like I said, even 2 months, it's better than nothing. I will take my fun where I can get it.
As Oxford not.
As she'll sort of take flight. What attracts her to him? It's thinks he's like a fucking do-gooder.
I mistyped. I meant like, what about Zoxy attracts these women? I didn't mean this woman specifically. I
It's
mistyped.
those misses with matches, as they just keep spawning them in.
Listen, as I said, some games are just kind of Jover. It's fucked. This is one of them.
Nah, man. I hate when Kill to be in your spot right now.
That's true. That's true. But I think the Sharn peace offering is off the table. My fallback option is gone. It is in fact Jover. My entire my entire backup plan is again in fact gone.
Yeah, I'm not sure in the
Unless I butcher Irina, unless I sacrifice Irina and fucking Ismark to Shaw herself, and I think even that will not work.
No, that will definitely work if you just kill them in their sleep. Char will take that
Zox might get there
sacrifice.
eventually. Honestly, eventually Zoxys might get there because Zox's not a noble hero and he kind of likes his own skin. He has some rat qualities to him. For now he's a principled rat.
So yeah, I'm not sure if you're gonna bring this up with the other two in the morning, or you're just gonna make your way into town.
Make his way into town. Who doesn't want to bring up that I'm being chased by Shar and Asimar?
As yeah, you will make your way into to see the town in the distance. As you approach it, you'll be stopped at the gates as the guards have some basic questions about you and check the wagon, and then sort of let you in. As Ismark will remark a bit, things seem to be a little bit tense around here.
As usual.
No, they're usually a bit more friendly. What's your plan next?
Honestly, settle down for a year. Maybe eventually head over to the Wizard's Tower. Have a bit of a chat with him.
Huh? Need anything from us? I'm gonna have to ask, see if you have any spare homes, or if not, I can always reside at the church.
Probably just simply a place to sleep. Eventually, I'll set up my own little wizard shop here, perhaps.
You'll kind of nod as well, Mac. You say that, but let me look through my list of.
This is not Zoxy's game, in fact.
Listen, you're clearly travelers that look like they need help. Because unlike Barovia, there's not just... It's a bit more tight. Space around here is a bit more tight. Which is why there will be someone here to help you out. Find the correct pick. There we go. As you're kind of sort of going to town, as you don't take you don't. Ismark will kind of ask some of the locals for like a couple of things, as he basically is trying to figure out what the hell is going on and why is security so tight. Posted the wrong picture. As this man sort of is explaining to him that well, everyone's a bit on edge. Ismark, it's and they seem to know each other. Well, there's the so you know how things can get here sometimes. New election season and all. Actually, no. What can I say? Not election season. Words. My brain is dying.
You're looking at the shoes with a longing.
Festival season. God fucking now. I was like, I'm dying. Like, you know, and whenever it gets close to the festival, people do tend to... Oh, there's a lot more goods going in, and you know that they do tend to get into a dick measuring contest. And Esmar just kind of gives him a sort of very sympathetic pat on the shoulder. Listen, it's your mother. At least you can probably talk to her. Like, doesn't have to be the same thing every year. He shrugs and says, I think she listens to me. But I'll be honest, we can listen, Bismarck. Why don't you stay at our place? Let's not bother the good priest at the church. We'll have plenty of spare bedrooms. Kind of like looks towards you. It's like, and of course, your friend is more than welcomed. As he'll sort of extend his hand towards you for a handshake.
Yeah. Zox, it's a pleasure meeting you, and
Carl.
Appreciate your help.
Think nothing of it. Unfortunately, I wish we could be a bit more welcoming, but alas, this is not the village of Barovia. Valaki people are a bit more guarded, let's just say.
That goes for most larger settlements.
Nods and says, "Yeah, I think we lose that, right? That community, spirit of community when the place gets too big." But listen, the law of hospitality is still a time-honored sacred tradition here, so I think I'll be the first one to offer you our roof. Me and my family have plenty of space, so it should be no problem. Until all of you are settled in. I'll even pester Vargas to find you more permanent abodes. As Marcus says, I don't have to go through that much. I'll find something that works out. Like nonsense, Ismark. We've known each other for years. I will not let you down, my friend. Do not worry. As he like
This
slaps
man
him.
is either a spy or he will die.
The golden
Well-
heart of the city.
This is the only two options. Either he's a spy or he will brutally get murdered by fucking Merva.
As yeah, he's gonna lead you, and as you were heading first towards the church, now you are being led to this large manor, as you can see. Actually, incredible. You see this large house, as one of the servants will come out and sort of help you out with the bags and kind of help the cart. Says, come inside. I'm sure you're tired from the road. Good meal and a hot drink will get you right up to speed.
As Oxford is nodding.
Yeah, you'll be brought into, and this is a luxurious place. It's these people are clearly way more wealthy than like Ismark was at his own house. And you'll be brought into like a dining area, sat down, and Carl will talk to one of the servants to bring over some food and drink. So, other than that, how was the road? Hopefully not too dangerous.
Nothing but a little scrap on the bridge, but they mostly back it off rather quickly.
Yeah, the scoundrels. The moment the Barovian knights show, they scamper. But fortunately, they are quite adept at moving about quickly.
You and Ismark are friends for a long time, or
Yes.
family friends, or personal?
No. We listen. Listen. The guy chuckles a bit. But we grew up. Everyone is here knows one another, right? And I visited his village several times. He visited us here. I also travel around. I used to travel at least a lot. Now less so, but such is life. A cruel, dreaded mistress.
You travel for business or for
Nah.
in touch with people?
I travel for love, my friend. Love of the world. Love of the people.
If this man not a spy, Merva is looking to fucking kill this man. I can see Damocles' sword above his head.
Alas, while I have been all around the valley, I still couldn't find love. One day, though. One day.
I still have some time left. You're not that old.
Yes, but I see the years going by me. Now I've been I feel like sort of sighs, slumps back in the chair. Now with my mother being a bit more controlling. Fortunately, I can't even really town.
She pushing for so political marriage to take it to
Nah. I don't think anyone's dumb enough for that. I would be a terrible political husband. I have no mind for the games. Mostly my sister. My brother, he's also much better at this than myself.
I'll take it you enjoying the fruits of life mostly.
Ah, that I do. Company of beautiful women, good wine, and a story eat up the soul. But I'll tell you something. This valley, once you explore it, it's not that big. So I was thinking of trying to get in good of a standy so I can like leave, but my mother got wind of that idea and I was just well, here we are now. Grounded. Can't believe. Is Mark sort of like rubbing his temples as this man's like talking?
Okay, he was dead. Okay, he's dead. He's dead. Okay, I got it. That's 20 Sharon assassins are on the way to kill him. They're
Oh,
waiting.
listen, he's middle-aged and he survived so long.
Yeah, but now he met me.
That's true.
And he had a nice conversation with me. That's his chances just increased fucking tenfold.
Once he meets Cheshire, though, I think that's gonna be the point in his life that changes.
Yeah, it's the point where his story ends.
I believe in the fucking himbo energy.
Grunt, I don't think this is the game where Alexis thrive.
I listen, no. See, I thought that about Dune, but now anything is possible.
No, we're in the Shadowfell, baby. This ain't thriving. He's literally next to Xerxes, and yet nice go again. Milva is in fact looking at him. Knife. But yeah. Seriously. Maybe one day. Never say never.
Yeah. Once you finish having this sort of late lunch, he'll kind of show you to a bunch of the guest rooms as they just feel free to freshen up, and this evening I guess you'll get to meet the whole family. Have one big dinner.
Yeah, he'll just nod and What say that? It was a happy image. What the fuck?
As yeah, I'm not sure if you want to have any conversations with Ismark as Carl will take his leave.
Yeah, actually, Ismark, I see you were rubbing your temples back there.
It just says I forgot how. I've spent enough time with him that I know how he looks from the outside.
Looks like an average son of a rich noble family to me. Was on line of anything important.
Yeah, that's
Enjoys the fruits of his heritage.
he does, but he has a good heart.
And then he ain't so bad.
The Vistani ploy, though. What was he thinking?
Yeah, I was about to point out that
Don't let his casual demeanor fool you. His mother is a ruthless woman. And his brother is, well, much more
politically
similar to
inclined.
her.
The actual heir to the family, I take it.
Well, he is the older brother. Carl is sort of the black sheep, if you will.
Mm.
Anyways, I guess you'll have a chance to meet them later.
Simple, polite conversation. At least Carl is not the older heir. Otherwise, he'll be probably in much more threat and danger.
He nods. And yeah, they'll settle into their room. That isn't evil though. So I don't think that will work back.
I think she will either make him worse or deflect the ray.
Hmm.
My only hope is to find somebody else to romance first. Truly. It's the only true defense. The only surefire defense is to get into a committed relationship with someone else first.
Nah,
I think the Alexi mindset will lead you towards fun
'Cause-
adventures.
Sadly, unfortunately, as much as I don't want to do it, that is Cheshire's number, though.
Don't you worry. Yeah, Fiala was way more evil than Cheshire Red. Stop coping. So, meanwhile, as Sage, you leave with Strahd through the mist as you travel down the steps, and as you kind of reach the bottom, as the mists part, you suddenly find yourself in this like open field. See farmland all around you, and a large windmill and other buildings on a hill not that far away from you.
God's still with me, right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
He kind of
This is nice.
has put up his cloak and he says, "Remember, this is a hag lives here. She runs this entire farm."
That's slightly terrifying.
So you'll point out you see many children of different ages. The younger ones sort of helping out, the older ones working and tending the fields. There's like, you see about 20 of them, I think, total, spread out. They're all kids that were sold off by their parents. Given away to the hag.
Ah.
Sometimes for valuables, sometimes for comfort, sometimes for, well, spells, magic, whatever the reason. You won't really find orphanages in Barovia.
Yeah. That's usually how it goes. So, what, she just takes care of them? Lets them work the land and all that?
Yeah.
Does she know that you come here? Or you, I guess, stop by?
She and I have a deal. You see, I can't help people directly. I can do it indirectly.
Mm.
I grant her favors, boons. I assist her with whatever project she needs. And most of the kids tend to fine, grow up and eventually settle down and do their own. Some,
And if you don't help her, what happens then?
well, she gets to do whatever she wants with the kids.
Ah,
Know what they called this place a long time ago?
what?
The old bone grinder. Can imagine why. The windmill now makes flour. They bake pastries. All the best in the land. It used to be that would grind bones into dust. Now she collects the bones from the dead, the recently deceased. The living make for much higher quality ingredients.
So, but when you made the deal, it's a bigger boon to have you as an assistant than
Yes.
the better ingredients.
He'll nod.
So, when you die, what happens to the bone grinder?
This is the reason why I kept telling myself, that I just suffer. I can make everyone's lives better. Gives meaning to it, It's not just regret and guilt that eat at you. But this place, Sage, this place has a way of grinding you down. It's not something that happens in a day or a month. Happens over the course of many years. I have to keep reminding myself, keep talking to myself that I am helping people. I am making lives better. Because you know what the scary truth is? The horrifying truth.
What's that?
I feel nothing. I don't feel better about it. It's like a disconnect. My mind is telling me something, but my heart is dead.
Yeah, I can understand that. Sorry.
Just, you ask me what I do for fun. Not even sure I can have fun anymore. But the cake was very good.
Yeah. Don't give up so easily. Oh, I won't say it like that. Uh, maybe there's just something you haven't tried yet that is fun for you. The long time, and there's so many things to learn in the world, even if you have a small little place like this. you tried gardening?
Kind of like chuckles a bit. I did. I did used to help people with the winery a long time ago.
What happened to it?
They are still around, at least their descendants, but well, can imagine nobody really wants to fraternize with the devil.
I mean, wine and the devil kind of go hand in hand. It's kind of like all in the marketing, if you ask me.
When blood collectors show up every month to every one of the villages, the town, they take away your loved ones. Take away those you care. Won't see them for a month. Sometimes you don't see them at all.
What is the blood collector's tax? What is that exactly? Did they show up and start handing out pieces of their blood,
For
or
vampire sage. Blood to survive.
so? What's it, a month of feeding for everyone, and sometimes things get out of hand?
The people are brought to the castle, are fed upon. Yes, sometimes it's very hard. I I've stopped doing it a long time ago. Just because I realized I was a monster every time I did it. I had no self-control. But it's a it's a bleak existence. Like eating ash every day and feeling it's not just that you're hungry, there's like a deep-seated anger that sort of is always bubbling underneath, waiting to lash out. Every time you're around people, you become dangerous. You might lose control.
Mm.
Why? And I can't judge them. I can't judge whoever did, whoever turned Gertrude, because I've done way worse in the past. But if I impose that everyone feed on animals, well, there would be quite the uprising, not to mention the fact that we would no longer be able to protect our own borders from invaders.
So if you've been, there's like a look on her face that she's. Have you been starving yourself this entire time? How does that? How does that even work for you?
Find animals, survive on that. Then, while at the castle, pretend that I'm just not interested in anyone. Easier to dodge questions, but they're smart. They probably know. But I guess appearances. They've been courteous enough to let me keep my pride and dignity.
So you're a lord that everyone knows is in charge, but not really is in charge, and everyone just pretends, well, whatever story fits the narrative best for everybody.
You're starting to see the actual picture.
Don't know the full thing, but it feels like a turf war is being played underfoot right now, and it's boiling over slowly, year by year, day by day, I guess.
Steward and the Archmage have been going at it for centuries at this point.
Hmm.
It never amounts to much.
Everyone always says it never amounts to much, but then something always tips the scales eventually. Nothing stays in stasis forever. Believe me, I've seen it.
Correct about that one. But the last war happened almost a century ago. And their scheming and plotting has reached boiling point. And things haven't even escalated to that degree.
Hmm.
Now mostly they fight over influence with the people of the land, trying to recruit people like you into their services. I wouldn't be surprised if. Don't be shocked if you get a offer to work with, or either directly or indirectly.
I kind of think that's already happened for some of us.
Move fast.
Well, you know, apparently when you steal from a guy in the woods, it's a big deal for some people.
Yeah, well, I mean, you were good at it, or maybe I'm just very bad at it.
I'm telling you, I'm trying not to keep my fingers to myself here, but
Realize how long it's been since anyone tried to pickpocket me?
Uh,
I
well, I'm gonna be honest, Strahd, you're a very easy mark, and you just made it very. Look, I'm gonna be a good little thief. I'm not gonna steal from anyone in the castle, or you for that matter. I promise. Scout's honor.
I know, it's just, I was not, it didn't even cross my mind.
See, never crosses anyone's mind when everyone thinks it happens to other people, especially people who are strong and powerful. You forget the rats scattering beneath your feet.
I wouldn't call you a rat, but
Hmm. Yeah.
a bit more of a dignified animal. A bit more gracious.
I guess you could call me a fox. That helps.
Fox works.
So, outside of what, do you just wander the woods out there for fun? Were you just looking out for? Why did you investigate the thing with Gertrude and everything?
I needed to know who did it. Her being turned
What?
into a vampire spawn. Now that's an accident. Her becoming a true vampire? That's a scheme.
Hmm.
You need to drink the blood, the one that turned you. Be able to become a true vampire. That's no accident.
Well, from what I gather, it's odd that that fellow that was able to escape from your castle with trinkets and a vial of your blood.
He like nods. I know Only one person capable of doing that, but I don't understand why she would do this.
Who is this person?
The Archmage.
Ah. Magic users are always weird. Does she normally hang out with, I guess, around the blood and everything like that? Or is she just, what does she even do here?
A lot of things that I am not fully aware of. In my
Gotcha.
blood, though, that's... I must have taken that time ago.
And it got stolen so recently. I assume she didn't say anything, so no one else knows about it.
Which is why I was trying to find the girl and the others and get to them before the authorities noticed. But, well, your friend did inform the Vistani spy.
Yeah. Still don't know how exactly that happened, but I assume Mirabelle's good at her job, so.
Ludmilla always knew how to pick them.
She sure does.
I'm not... Maybe this is a spite thing. Maybe they finally decided that it's time for them to take their revenge on me.
The Archmage, or is there more to it?
Everyone. Everyone I've wronged that's still around the castle.
Well, from what I gather here, you're the last piece before everyone decides to go open war. Everyone keeps the happy smile in place as long as you're around, mostly for one reason or another, but seems you're the guy at the top, but no one really sees you as the guy at the top. No offense.
And take it. You are correct. But I think that's a good thing.
Them coming for you means a chance that one of them may kill you, is what you're thinking?
He nods. Maybe one of them is
Possibly.
brave enough to take the risk and finally do the job.
Maybe. But I have a feeling that there are worse prisons they can put you in if they can't kill you completely.
Yeah, you're right about that as well.
Well, right now, I'm not sure what Zartsees and Cheshire are doing. I know Cheshire has her heart set on Gertrude for one reason or another. And Xerxes, oh, he's one of those magic people. I'm not too sure what will take his fancy. Certainly not vampires, apparently.
Oh, there was rumors about that.
Yeah, a little. I don't think Xerxes is prepared for aggressive courtship. Apparently, he seemed to have handled it well, I assume. She's not planning to kill him later, is she?
I'll be honest, healthy relationships don't tend to last long in this place.
I'm sure there's a completely justifiable reason why that is.
I don't think Shar likes them too much.
Shar? You guys have Shar here?
Don't realize you're in the Shadowfell.
Ah, not the gods. Oh, good. Great. Not a fan of Shar folk.
Me neither, but well, the locals refer to her as Mother Night. She has plenty of worshippers around.
Yeah, plenty of fodder and victims to have add to her little fucking repertoire.
I think you even met one of her clerics. Met Elka.
Oh, for the love of. Okay. Gonna try to keep myself on my toes around that one.
Luckily, nobody in the higher up echelons is a Shar worshipper. I don't think even Patrina is that foolish. Although her, well, the hag she is very good friends with is.
Listen, all it takes is one little kraken, and they try to dissolve try to take over easily enough. They whisper sweet escape and ease from the pain, but it's all just a fucking lie. Never trust a Shar.
He chuckles a bit and says, "Oh, I'm not repeating that mistake."
You know what? That's actually not the most surprising thing you've told me so far. Had a
Where
bit of
you,
a
where you come from? Do mages also do dumb deals for power?
oh, all the time. All the time. Whether it's through gods or devils or just a chance to get any piece of knowledge they want, it happens a lot. Who exactly screwed up?
I did, mostly. That, well, I guess a lot of people. There is a lot of history here between me and a lot of the. Well, let's just say that me and Patrina, we go way back. Quite a long way. The very beginning, one might say.
Ooh. Is this one of those fun stories or tragic end type of stories?
You've seen how she looks now.
Yeah? Ah.
Let's just say that the Dusk Elves, her people, they got into a disagreement. One that escalated. And it became quite violent. They tried to stone her to death.
Ooh.
She barely made it out alive. When I turned her, I just did it without hesitation. Save her life.
Did she feel the same afterwards as well?
He looks embarrassed. Because at the time, I thought she loved me. Now, so much hindsight, I think I was just a pawn. Larger scheme.
Ah. Sorry about that, buddy. I'm gonna pat you on the shoulder now. Just don't want you to freak out if I do that.
Chuckles.
Gives him a pat. Hey, sometimes you get unlucky in love, you know?
Yeah, I suppose.
And so is that like every turning with you? Just helping out a person or a friend or someone you love at the time?
I don't think I've been much of into relationships after that. It was something that eroded over the time, but
Hmm.
I think at the very least I tell myself I've helped people. Problem is I feel like I'm just helping people whose lives I'm responsible for making bad, so it's like I'm putting out fires that I started. I
Oh,
feel too
are
good
you?
about that.
Are you responsible for every horrible thing happening to those people?
I made the deal.
Deal.
I was a different man in my youth. I much more ambitious, ruthless, violent. I saw myself as a conqueror. Well, I did conquer. I did. Started out with nobles and locals, and eventually expanded out throughout the entire valley. Me and Rohadin back then, we won many victories, bloody affairs. It was. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, she's the one that taught me magic. Uh, One of the best teachers I've had. Was able to guide me or manipulate me, depending on your perspective. Through her, I've learned very, well, powerful rituals. Powerful ritual. Tap into the power of Shar or the Shadowfell. Let's just say my family didn't take it well.
Hmm.
My brother tried to stop me. There was a fight. I killed him. And that moment, I became a vampire. I'll tell you something about first time you feel the hunger. You're not prepared. At least I wasn't. And then in that moment of weakness, and he again flinches as he glances off to the side. I killed his wife and drank her blood. Now I see their faces, hear their voices, reminding me of that horrible day. It's not just them, but other people as well. People I've killed, people I've. When I was younger, I thought this was. I blamed them, you know? I blamed them for trying to stop me. I blamed them for not trusting me. I blamed them for not putting familiar relationships above their own personal morality. I don't blame them anymore.
Ah, well, nothing else. You forgot it eventually, right? And I assume you apologize to them eventually as well.
Don't seem to care about apologies.
No, the dead normally don't, but more for yourself sometimes than anything else. You made some mistakes, a lot of them. A lot of them you seem to regret. Doesn't mean that you can't move past them, make better choices.
Kind of gestures towards the children. I've been trying. But the moment I realized that, this was quite recent, but when I realized I don't feel anything, I'm afraid, Sage. I'm afraid of if I lose this part of myself, if I become emotionless and unattached, then how long until I stop helping out? How long until I just go down the easy path? Just let these people suffer.
Mm.
Trina's ambitions will not end. That's why I'm putting her and Rahadin against one another. Rahadin is cautious. He plays things safe. Things we are good as we are. We need to protect our borders and reinforce what we have. Grow our own land. Tend to our own business. Whereas well, she's always been ambitious. She wants to start a war with other places in the Shadowfell, other entities. And who knows, maybe eventually moving beyond.
Mm. I can, one, see why Shar likes this place so much. It's basically a big, giant, juicy apple full of misery, pain, and emptiness, what she's all about. Two, I'll be honest, Strahd, the thing that everyone seems to be fighting over is just a mud pit, place with slog and stasis and, I don't know, dragging people down. What is there to conquer? Just more land?
As you see the valley, there's other places, other plains. Power is. The hunger for power is a never ending one, as I've learned.
I get it. I understand starvation and the need to fill your belly, but I don't think I get the whole wanting to start a war, wanting more land. Just don't see the point of it all, I guess. Not when you can have a good meal, a bed, and a bath. What else do you need?
I'll laugh a bit at that. This is the wizard's way. I've yet to meet a powerful wizard that doesn't hunger for this.
Man, I should really show you this guy a place at water. You know what? Never mind. There's a couple of wizards who eventually get it, you know? Sometimes they settle down at a bar somewhere and just want to have a weirdest place all their friends can drink at.
Smile and nod. Could be heading
Yep.
back.
Yeah. I have to give a report. We talked about sad stuff. I'm sure they'll be fine.
At least it's refreshing to know that we're the most honest and upfront spy that there is.
Hey, if nothing else, you kind of threw me off there with the whole, she makes the gesture towards her neck. It's like thing, so it kind of throws off the whole parameter a little bit there. Besides, I've already stolen from you. You don't really have much else I can take. Do you?
He kind of shrugs. Guess we'll have to find out.
Don't tempt me now. I'm trying to get myself killed here.
Listen, maybe I can hide stuff in the castle and you have to, like, find them. I don't know.
Now, that actually may be fun. Is it like a time limit? Do I have like a...
Are you sure you're a
That's-
fox and not like a cat?
I'm just saying I want to make sure my skills don't get dull with time.
Definitely cat.
I feel like I should be insulted, but you know what? It's a majestic animal too.
A few cats around.
Ooh, there. Actually, have I actually seen any animals around in the castle?
Not really.
You're gonna have to show me these cats. So far, I've just mostly seen your people, vampires, and I think a couple scary-looking nobles.
Well, it may be. I don't know. Guess I could. I guess you could probably meet. He used to have very impressive name, but everyone I just call him Whiskers now.
Okay, I gotta meet a guy named Miss Whiskers. You gotta show me.
Friendly. I guess me at the very least. All of the people in the castle, but we'll find you quite fine as he'll take you through the mist as you walk. Finally find yourselves down this hallway. As well, at this point, Cheshire, would you just spend a couple of hours until dusk around the village, or would you like?
I mean, yeah, spend it around the village. Not really anywhere else to really go that she wants to.
Yeah, eventually, night falls and you'll see some of the knights approach the house as they'll sort of escort both you and Gertrude back at the castle. As once there, they'll like both of the knights just look at you. Cheshire just kind of give you a nod, turn around and leave you alone with the girl. And you realize this is the moment where you get to actually like lead her to whoever you want. This could be, in your case, probably Ludmilla, since that's the one I think you lead towards.
Yeah, if that's where Gertrude indicated she'd prefer to go.
Yeah. As you start walking down the hallways trying to reach Ludmilla's office, you will see walking. You see Sage and Shroud sort of as the two of you kind of spot one another.
Hey.
We'll just give a nod. Sage, Lord
Cheshire?
Strahd.
Nod.
Oh, Gertrude. Good to see you.
So, likewise.
Is everything all right? She kind of looks at Cheshire with a raised eyebrow, I assume.
Right as they can be.
No. I assume things are going good then.
Shire would just kind of shrug, just like, yeah, as good as they could be.
Oh, that's good then. Apparently you're going to be hanging around here, Gertrude. Happy to see a familiar face.
She kind of forces a smile and nods. As she's like clearly sort of slightly intimidated by Strahd. As Strahd has adopted his more stoic demeanor.
Ah, don't worry about it. It's going to be all right, Gertrude. She gives her a bit of a wink. Just looks grumpy sometimes.
Strahd sort of takes a step forward and says, "Why don't I escort the young lady here? Both have had a long day."
Cheshire would actually say that I would rather make sure that she settles in myself. I swore an oath to her mother to make sure she stays as safe as she can be.
He like fixes you with his gaze. Think this place is safe?
Given definition.
Can I insight him right quick, Grant?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me a
That's-
wits roll. Your
Yeah,
advantage for
You,
wits.
you can't fail every roll against this man. It's impossible. You have to succeed eventually.
Can I use any of my keen senses or anything,
No,
Grant?
no, this is just like trying to figure him out.
Okay, he said, "What's?" God damn it!
Um, he's clearly you remember some of the talks you had, and he probably wants to question her before she gets handed off to the other fucking schemers in the castle, and that's like a golden opportunity for him. But he is getting desperate, and he is about to like force Cheshire's hand.
How about we take a minute to get ourselves prepared, Cheshire, and we go meet up afterwards. Yeah, I have a couple questions for you and Xerxes, I assume. Where is he at, actually?
You left to Valaki,
He left for what?
left with Ismak and Irina, and yeah, honestly, at this point, Cheshire will relent if like the vibe she's getting from Sage is just back down on this.
Yeah, she's trying not to be too obvious with it, but yeah.
Gertrude just does kind of just give you a very worried glance.
We'll see her soon, and nothing else, get a chance to figure out where her living quarters are going to be, actually. Actually works. Is she going to bunk with us, or is that...
Shire's gonna cut through that and she's going to say to Gertrude, "Don't worry. I won't let anyone harm you. I don't break oaths. Not for anything."
Okay. Thank you. Strahd says, "Let me show you to your quarters." As yeah, he's gonna sort of lead her away from you two.
Yeah, once like he walks away, I'll look at Sage. I'll trust you on this, Sage. I was about ready to fight him in his own hall.
Appreciate it, Cheshire. There's a lot of stuff going here around here. Apparently, Xerxes left the castle just like that. Well, makes sense.
He wanted to go tell Ismark and Irina that we were, well, alive and okay. And after that, well, I had a job to do in Barovia, in the village. He did not, and he left after that.
Hmm.
I think he feels too awkward in the castle, given what happened.
Yeah. Don't really blame him. Apparently, there's a lot more stuff people here than I thought. Even a Shar worshiper, believe it or not, or actually believe it.
Aye. Maribel told me about that. She also told me what Shaw was. Not a god I'd worship. Sounds miserable.
It is. It is. Well, at the very least, give it a bit of time. We go check on your Gertrude friend. You really care about her, don't you?
I mean, I was 16 when a change was forced onto me and I left my home. She is the same age as I was. I sympathize with that. What else can I say?
No, I understand. You're a good sort, Cheshire. And not just because of the muscles and the I can beat the shit out of anyone in my pathway. You're actually a really good person.
It's one of the things I learned from my mother. The world is miserable enough. You don't need to make it worse.
Good advice. Have nothing else? If you want, I can show you where the kitchens are. You can try to grab a snack.
I'd enjoy that.
Yeah. Follow me.
Yeah, you'll head over. You'll enjoy a nice evening snack. As Zark sees the family dinner. You're gonna attend, right?
Yeah, of course, it would be impolite to not
Would it would be very important.
Grant, how do you make a family dinner sound so intimidating?
listen. Some games they're just over. Like the Game of Thrones game, that's just over. It's just one of them. It's just over.
What do
It's
you
fine.
mean, Xerxes? You got so many girls coming for you. All of them want to beat the shit out of you. It's beautiful.
It is. Listen, it's fine.
Cheshire would love to be in that position, mostly because she could also fight them.
I'll learn my lesson. I'll only make warrior women from now on, not bullyable nerds. Anyway, listen, I'll get this game over with. It's fine. Let's get the shoes over them. This is not the one.
And yeah, you'll go down for the dinner. As yeah, other than the ones you know, Carl, Ismark, Irina are there. You would also see Carl's brother and sister. And well, presumably their mother, as she's like sitting at the head of the table. And all of them will stare at you for a brief moment, trying to hide their curiosity, but as though Carl will introduce them, like, Xerxes, this is Fiona, my mother, my older brother Nikolai, and my younger sister Stella. Everyone, these are our guests. Pick them off the road. They have no housing, so like the good folk we are, I thought we should offer them. We have so many guest bedrooms. As the older woman nods and says, Quite admirable of you, Carl, as per you. Welcome. Of course, you are free to stay as long as you need.
Yes, I thank you for your hospitality, and I do not intend to abuse it. I'll try to find my own lodging as quickly as possible and offer my services to this town. Earn my keep.
My son tells me you are a powerful sorcerer. Such a skill set would be in high demand around here.
Yes, I do intend to set up a little magic shop, perhaps.
Well, I don't know about a magic shop, but that would require a lot of. You need to be approved by the mayor, and fortunately, he is. Well, not exactly sure his asking price for that. And if you settle your business outside of town, the Vistani may take issue with you. So be careful.
Thank you for the advice. I'm quite new to this land and not entirely familiar with the customs and of each corner.
She nods and says, "Well, in that case, I have need someone of your skill. If you ever need
That's so.
if you ever need work."
Might take you up on that offer.
She smiles. She'll discuss about this tomorrow. For now, tonight is not about business. Tonight is that's
As
me.
a excellent audience.
But yeah, the conversations will be polite as Carl and Ismark, I think, will do most of the talking between one another, unless you want to ask any specific questions of any of them.
Uh, Nothing too specific, just a polite small talk, basically.
Yeah, as the night will end and you'll be able to retire. And well, I think that's where we'll be ending up.